Hello folks, here we have a Model 36C10A gas valve type 103 which operates a small shop heater, and the current issue is I've replaced the thermocouple which goes into here, and it is putting out about 25 millivolts, yet the gas valve with the pilot valve will operate the pilot until I release, and that springs all the way out and it turns itself off even after the 25 millivolts is working, and it should be holding open a gas valve. So far I removed these 4 screws and gave it a little tap on the side that allowed me to take out the gas valve portion. And as you can see here, the solenoid pulls in and releases the gas from one chamber to the other. The gas valve on that portion was working as I was able to get the pilot pushed in, quickly turn to run, and with power supplied it would ignite and then it would extinguish because the pilot was going out. Here I've just removed the 3 screws for the top of the pilot on-off valve, so that gets apparently that's in there. Got some grit down in there.
Working on anything special? Selling stuff?
Noticed at the bottom of the well there is a washer for the spring base. You'll notice I made a little black mark there for my alignment, and just learned that this guy comes out of here like this. And there's our gas valve. If you'll look here to see what the plunger is pushing down on, there is your little gas valve to allow the pilot to operate with the plunger. This is the base of the unit, as it can be seen here, if it'll focus for a moment. Boy, it's really having a tough time there. There is a bellows on the right hand side that equalizes the gas pressure and allows the valve to open using its own gas pressure. Here I very carefully pulled the 2 halves apart after removing the 4 base screws. So we have removed the threaded portion out of the pilot valve, and then I threaded back in the thermocouple, and I'm going to heat that up and see if that actually draws in. I checked it with a multimeter and I had about 0.4 ohms in this coil. So I have just heated up the thermocouple with a torch, and you'll notice that solenoid here is drawn in, and if I release the power to it, it snaps out. This is on a slightly different unit that I pulled this solenoid from. The ground wire comes around to the ground here to make that circuit. And I've determined my problem. After much heating on this unit without the wire, hot, it will not stay pulled in. So this is a bad coil or bad unit. Pulling that apart, I just removed the E-clip. There's the coil that holds a little disc against that electromagnet. And now a solution. Inside, when I had that apart, you notice there was the coils of wire, and it is now holding in. I slipped the coils of wire, so apparently maybe this thing got dropped on its top. The coils of wire had slid towards my thumb, up away from that spring, and I moved those coils of wire back towards the tip, and there it's just cooled enough and it's released. So problem solved.